Georgia Secretary of State's office has voting rights groups in an uproar. The state may purge as many as 315,000 voters from official voting lists. The ACLU of Georgia sued over a similar practice in 2017. WSAV's Joanne Merrigan is here now with a closer look.
Ben, the ACLU of Georgia says it's concerned this time around in looking at any legal options it might have. The state says eliminating names from registered voter lists is an effort to check who is truly a registered voter and an active one.
And it's just not fair for people to constantly have to be faced with these kinds of voter cancellations.
Andrea Young with the ACLU of Georgia says the Secretary of State's office should be doing everything it can to help voters, not hinder them.
It almost feels like hostility to Georgia voters. As I said, these are duly registered Georgia citizens.
Back in 2017, the state eliminated more than 500,000 voters, the largest purge in history. The ACLU sued.
The last time we challenged this practice by the Secretary of State, thousands and thousands of these notices were sent in error.
Now the Secretary of State's office is looking at the names of 315,000 voters. It says some have filed change of address with the Postal Service, but not updated voter registration information. Others have not responded to attempts to get new address information, and about 39% of all the names considered for cancellation have had no interaction for 8 to 10 years. This may include not responding to mail from the state, but it may also include not voting.
To cancel someone's registration for whatever reason, Georgia does not make it easy to cast a ballot. There could be any number of reasons that people aren't able to vote. In the last election, we had long lines.
The ACLU says voters should check their registration online to make sure that they stay active.
And so it's very important that people check and make sure that mistakes are not being made on their registrations to keep them current and protect their right to vote.
Well, the state says accurate voter lists are needed to let county election officials plan for polling place equipment and staffing needs. By state law, a letter does have to be sent to anyone whose registration is being questioned. People will have 30 days to respond. Joanne Merrigan, WSAV News 3.